Hey, what's up? I wanted to do a video on a specific topic that I think is very important for every single one of our clients specifically, but actually in general as a population, because this is something that is a biological marker of your age. This tells us your biological age, and it has to do with grip strength. Grip strength is extremely important. They've done numerous studies on it, but in one study specifically, in prospective urban and rural epidemiological study, was done on 140,000 people, and they followed them for over 4 years. And what they found is that over those 4 years, if your grip strength went down about 11 pounds, your likelihood of dying of any cause increased by 16%, dying of heart disease increased by 17%, having a stroke increased by 9%, and having a heart attack increased by 16% as well. So it's directly linked to your biological age. But those are just some cues, those are just some studies to give you insight as to your grip strength directly related to your body, because really it comes down to your nervous system, and it also comes down to the strength that you have inside your body, so how much muscle you have. And that's what they figured out in the long run, is that really it comes down to how much strength you have, how much muscle you have. But the most important part that I want to speak to you about is while you're in training. We see a lot of people who are picking up the weights incorrectly or doing pull-ups incorrectly, and they're not engaging their nervous system by using the grip of their hands. And so I'm just going to show you a couple things that will dramatically change and alter the way that you move, and the way the strength that you're essentially how much force you use in your muscles. For example, shoulder press. If I stand here with my arms open and I press up, I'm neuromuscularly not really engaging my shoulders. As soon as I squeeze this kettlebell, all of a sudden I have a direct connection from my brain all the way through, activating my whole nervous system, right? Even the fight or flight aspect of it, the sympathetic nervous system, to press up. And you can test this out on your own. If you open up your hands and you do the exercise, I all of a sudden feel way more unstable. I don't feel as strong as when I squeeze and then press up. It's a completely different feeling. So with the deadlift, this is taught as a specific aspect of the deadlift. When you walk up to the bar or the kettlebell or whatever it is, you prepare yourself mentally but also physically. And one of the physical ways of doing it is squeezing as hard as you can. As soon as you squeeze, it fires up the nervous system and your strength skyrockets. So we hear people go to pick up the weight, pick up the deadlift, and they say, oh, I can't do it, it's too heavy. Most of the time it feels like it's too heavy because they're not engaging the grip strength to the maximum capacity. So when you go into a deadlift, you want to squeeze the bar like you're about to pick up 500 pounds. Whether, if you're picking up 500 pounds, obviously that's what you want to do, but even if you're picking up 100 pounds or 60 pounds, because the engagement of your nervous system is what ultimately gives you results. So someone could pick up a kettlebell and do 10 reps without really engaging their nervous system, meaning they're not firing the muscle fibers, so they're not getting the results as if someone did the same exact weight, the same range of motion, but they were squeezing the kettlebell and engaging their nervous system. So that's where results come from. The more you connect your mind with your body, the more you engage your nervous system, the more results you're going to get. And so, same with the pull-up bars. We have the pull-up bars over here, right? So let me show you real quick. We see some people, let me bring this a little bit closer, they won't grip the bar tight, and they actually have their hands hanging off with no thumb. And so this is a good way to train if you're doing something like rock climbing, but for the most part, we want to see grip, squeezing, and then the pull-up becomes totally different and much easier. Okay, so in conclusion, every single exercise, for the most part, except for a kettlebell snatch, should be full activation of your grip. Even the bench press. As you bench press, you want to squeeze and bring the weights together. So going forward, I would ask you to consider fully engaging your grip and even practicing strengthening your grip in general. And you can do that with farmer carries. We do that in training, where you hold the weights and then you walk with them and you're squeezing the weights to engage your nervous system. And that's how you gain and improve grip strength. I hope this helps. And any questions and comments, go ahead and leave below.